I hope that has got you up to date a little bit with where I'm at, introduced you a little bit better to the yoga bus, to Wayne, and to myself and what I'm doing. Ta-da! Another door done. That is all the doors done. I still need to fix the mistakes that I made on the sliding door, but that is the doors on the whole done. Welcome to the channel, by the way. If you're new here, I'm Sally. I have had a few new subscribers lately, so I thought what I would do is I'd just give you like a quick recap, bring you up to date with what I have done so far. Because, you know, I keep on thinking about how far I've got to go, how much more I've got still left to do, that I think I'm not appreciating enough just how much I've done already. This is Wayne, aka the yoga bus. And Wayne, the yoga bus, is a 2016 Sprinter. Currently a very, very dirty Sprinter. I know. I really have to clean him. Wayne was a support vehicle for a truck call-out company. So it used to be absolutely full of welding equipment and all sorts. Taking most of the stickers off. I am going to continue to take these side stickers off. It was one of the first things I did, and I got so fed up of it that I've given up for a really long time. But I'm going to get the rest of these side ones off. But I think I'm going to leave these ones on here on the back door, just as a nod to his history, to his past. So one of the first things I did do was I put this window in, these windows, these barn door windows at the back. And I've got a hinge opener here on this side. I say I put them in. I got someone to put them in. I bought them from Just Glass. I think the back ones and the sliding door window. And then I can't remember what the name of the company was where I got the hinge opener. I will put it on the screen if I can find it. So I had those put in more or less straight away. I bought this van 2 years ago in May. So it's taken me a really long time due to ongoing fatigue, due to lack of money, due to necessity, because there's been periods of time, particularly in the summers, where I've wanted to stay in it, and I have done. I've stayed in it lots, which has been really helpful actually, because it's really allowed me to get a feel for the van and how I want it to be. So what else have I done? What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to clear it out, because look at it. And then I can show you the markings I've put on the floor of where everything is going to be. We're in my spaceship. This is the original floor that came with it, but I have taken it up and I have battened it and insulated it. Before I did that, there was loads of holes in the floor that needed filling because they'd had so much equipment in here. There was holes everywhere. So I spent a long time filling those holes, hammer-writing the floor. So then I battened it, insulated it with Kingspan, and then put the original floor back in. AD, my friend AD of Life Uncharted, has made me a floor extension that goes in here that also works as a step, so I will show you that in a bit as well, because that's really cool. I really like that. To the outside of the van, there was rust underneath here, there was all rust here. That is all stuff which you don't see now, but it's taken me a long time. I'm not doing this in a very good order. I'm just saying things as I see them. I put the cabling in the walls. So we've got things like plug sockets and USB sockets here. That's a light. Then I've also put in, or AD of Life Uncharted also has put in these vents in the ceiling. They're just PC fans with a mushroom dome on top. This one is going to draw in, and this one here is going to exhaust air out. Is that the right way of saying it? So it will encourage a through flow of air, which will hopefully help with ventilation. Obviously, as you can see, I have almost fully insulated the van. I've used a mixture of this insulation board, Kingspan, and the recycled plastic bottle stuff, and some spray foam insulation in places that I couldn't otherwise get to. What else? This is where the cable for my solar panels comes through, and this is where the cable for my Wi-Fi antennae comes through. So let me just show you those on the roof. So yeah, there are my solar panels. That's one of my vents. That is the Wi-Fi antenna. This is unistrut. This is a really cheap way of doing a roof rack. Roof racks are really expensive. A roof rack for this Sprinter would be in the region of about 800 quid. I think this unistrut cost me about 50 quid. A lot cheaper, and I know people that have sprayed it black so that it looks maybe a little bit nicer. I don't really care, so it's stayed as it is. Which I think just about brings us up to date with the stretch carpeting, which you obviously know that I have been doing if you've been watching my videos recently. I mean, it's not perfect. There's bits that I'm not happy with. That was a bit of a pain in the ass to do around. There's quite an obvious join there. I haven't put the trim seal thing, this thing, back on yet, so that's gonna make that look a little bit better. So I've done both the back doors. Now, I've got better at doing this edge. I'll show you the sliding door edge in a moment. But I'm still not happy with it. I have ordered some like rubber strip stuff, which has got an adhesive backing. It was only 6 quid for a few meters. So, and it's about, I think, 3 mil. No, must be more than that, about maybe 5 mil wide, which I'm planning to run all the way down here. I don't know if that's going to work. If anybody else has any better ideas, then please drop it in the comments, because I'm really interested to know how other people have kind of finished that off, because yeah, this is where I first started with this sliding door. Oh, I need to get some of the glue off of here because I didn't mask this when I did it. But yeah, I'm hoping to put that rubber stuff down here just to finish it off. So if anybody has any better ideas, then yeah, do let me know. And I need to fix this because yeah, I didn't do it right up until the edge. It was really like a real faff to do this side of the sliding door because you can't really get to it. Like when it's open, it's against the side of the van. Nightmare. In here, I'm just going to get a piece of polystyrene and I'm going to shape it to fit in there and cover that in stretch carpet as well. So that's just been a nice simple solution to that. Let's talk about how the van is going to be. Because it's just me and my little dog Gypsy, I have loads of space in this medium wheelbase van to have it really open and not to have it too claustrophobic, which was like a really key thing for me. Really key things were having lots of light, which is why I've got so many windows. And yeah, just having this kind of open feeling, and I'm going to talk through the plan for that now. Also to have enough floor space for a yoga mat, so you'll see how that's going to work as well. These seats are all gonna turn round. That one's already got a swivel seat on it. That is one of my next buys. They're about 400 quid. They're reassuringly expensive, but really important. That's going to be my seating area. This green mark here is going to be my bed stroke sofa. There is a space in between here and this seat so that I can swivel this seat around here, and I will have a table that lifts up. Also, when we're traveling, this is going to be Gypsy's, my little dog's, traveling space, so I'll have like a nice little mattress in there and that'll be all nice and cozy. There will be drawers underneath the bed here, and I'm going to put a composting toilet that will just slide out of a drawer here. There will be overhead cupboards here. My bed ends about here, and then there's going to be more cupboard, like tool cupboard space at the end here. On this side here, this is where my kitchen is going to be, with a sink here at the end. I have an oven which I will show you. I bought that second hand. I'm hoping it's going to work. I got it for 30 quid, so we'll see. Yes, so that is the kitchen, and then it was really important to me, that was another must-have, that I could walk all the way through the van. A lot of people have their beds at the back of the van, but that's because they need to have a double bed. I don't need to have a double bed. Really, I do not. Even if I was to get with somebody, I'd sleep by myself, thank you. In the kitchen, I'm just going to have big water bottles, like 20-25 litre water bottles for fresh water and wastewater, and it's called the whale gusher, which is like a foot pump for the water rather than an electric pump. I don't like the noise of the electric pumps, and I just want to keep it simple. Like, I want to not carry that much water. I've got a water filter, an ITA water filter, so I can take water from anywhere and filter it. I think it's just going to really simplify things and mean that I use less water. If I've got a foot pump, you know, there's no running off the tap. You use only the water that you need, and that really, really appeals to me. So water system I'm going with is really, really simple. I will show you my electrical system in a moment. I'll take you inside and show you all my exciting boxes. That's going to be a little bit more kind of high tech. Water system is simple, good electrical system, because that's really important for me. Let me show you my extended floor and step system. As I said, AD of Life Uncharted made me this. I'm so happy with it, because I wanted the floor to extend so that I had space for a yoga mat. I also wanted to be able to access the step. So look, there we go. little cubby holes there and there for shoes, and that's for Gypsy's lead, etc. And then this is really clever. So that just sits in there like that. Because I haven't had this in for ages. I mean, it makes a real difference in the floor space that I have available for me to practice yoga asana inside if the weather's bad. That was like a real big thing for me. But then I don't need this in all the time, so then there we go. That then goes down on the floor. Step up, step up, step up. That is cool. I'd forgotten how cool that is. I'd forgotten how much difference that actually makes. I'm going bold with the ceiling. I'm going to have a material ceiling, a cloth ceiling. It's going to be this. It's going to cover the whole ceiling, so this is going to be like a real cool feature. And then I'm going to paint the furniture like this cream colour, and then have the cupboard doors in this bright pink and orange and stuff. So it's going to be a really bright, cool van. It's going to be very bold. I like bold things, you know. And what else can I show you at the moment? I can show you my stovetop, my cooker, and my electrical thingies that I have. This is part of a 30 quid oven that I bought. Unclear that it's definitely going to work yet. The guy said it was working when he took it out. It comes from a static home thing. So this is the oven part, because, you know, really important to be able to bake sourdough bread. And this is the stove top. There is stuff all over my parents' house. Like, yeah, it's got 4 hobs on it, which I think is really useful. And then underneath is like a grill thing, which I need to work out how that is going to be. Like, I need obviously some form of heat resistant material in that recess where the grill is going to be. So I need to work out whether I can definitely use this stovetop and oven. I hope so, because it looks really retro and really nice. I like how it looks. And it was so cheap. So that is the cooker and stove that I've got for it. And this is the exciting corner. I have a Fogstar Drift 305 amp hour battery, a Renology 2000 watt inverter charger. This is also Renology, my DC to DC charger with MPPT, which is for the solar panels. And then I also have Renology One, which is a system that monitors everything, so I can keep a really close eye on how much battery power I've got, how much I've got coming in from the battery, how much from the vehicle battery, from driving, how much I've got coming in from solar. I will be able to plug into the mains and charge with this inverter charger. I ummed and ahed about that for ages and decided that I do really want to be able to charge from the mains. So I spent the money and got an inverter charger. This is my water filter, by the way, in here. Yeah. I think that's everything that I've got and everything that I've done. The very next thing is going to be stretch carpeting, more of my lovely stretch carpet, just around the back of the doors here. I also need to stretch carpet here and the seat bases. And then it's on to battening the ceiling. I've just got a load of free plywood, 5mm plywood, perfect for skinning my van. I got it free from a job that my brother was doing. It's like over 200 quid's worth of wood. It's brilliant. So I'm going to batten the ceiling, finish insulating that, ply line it, batten the walls, ply line, and then start the build. My dad is going to be helping me massively with this, obviously, because I don't have these skills. Not at all. It's going to be another massive learning curve. But that's what it's all about, you know. It's a big job. It's way bigger than I ever envisaged. It overwhelms me continuously. But I am starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Once this is converted, I'm going to be living in it full time. I'm going to be hopefully taking my yoga more online, retreats across Europe, which I can travel to and live in, my bus while I'm there, in the yoga bus. Yeah, just traveling again. I have travelled a lot since I was 25. For the last 4 years I've been back in the UK. I need to get on the road again, man. I need to get on the road again. And it's just going to be a way for me to live without so many overheads. I have chronic fatigue, so I can't earn much money. So it's a necessity as well as a recognition of how I like to live and finding a way that I can live in a way that makes me happy. Don't we all want that? Don't we all want that? I hope that has got you up to date a little bit with where I'm at, introduced you a little bit better to the yoga bus, to Wayne, and to myself and what I'm doing. So if you would like to follow this journey, then subscribe to my channel for further updates. There's not going to be much upcoming because I'm off to Spain for a few days next week to see AD from Life Uncharted, who is down there, and one of my best friends, Mark and Sil, and one of my other best friends, Ems, is coming with me. So it's going to be a get-together of people who met in Thailand and have known each other for a really long time. Really looking forward to that. So yeah, there's not going to be anything really on the van being done next week. But once I do some more, I will update you on what I have done. Have a wonderful day, folks. Take care.